I hope I'm being seen because I think I should be able to be seen.
I
Um,
agree. I like tired. This weekend was a weekend and a half. It's it's been long. It's been really
um,
long.
right. So, I mean, we didn't like officially start, but welcome back to another episode of the Jabari Show. Thank you for watching, listening, and subscribing. Also, I want to get this out early. Shout out to my dad's car wash. Cause hey, we need y'all.
Location. One time.
Nanan, why is that to me now, boy? I had everything like prepped, you know.
All right. Opening time.
Opening time, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m.
Location.
Location, Nanan Trace East Extension
Where that is.
in Aranguez.
Okay. Which part of Arango is? How easy it is to find?
It's in between the highway and the roundabout,
Just before where?
the flyover.
Right.
If
Nice.
you're coming from west east,
And if you're coming from east to west, what you doing?
is it turn off right after the flyover?
All right. And what you doing? You going over the
Yeah,
flyover?
just waste it, please. I can't do this. Just waste it. Literally just look up Auto Chimp. It's in. We on Google, so like that's when you know that we legit.
You know, some pages.
But yeah, we're basically running a special for this month, so
Nice.
you get a discount on everything. So everything that would have been like 60. We really just want people to come into the store.
Yeah.
So we have a
That's
discount on
understandable.
upholstery and that cleaning, which normally is like 200, I think, and up. Don't quote me on them prices, which I should know, but
No, I said not one.
no,
it's not like
something is. I think one of the things is it always messes me up because it's like 200 and then 400 for something else, and
do I ever remember
I'm
what is
really
what?
just focused on the car washing side of thing, and then there's some other stuff that he added as well too that I didn't like familiarize myself with. But washes are normally like 60, 80, and 100.
Okay.
Yeah, for like cars, SUVs, and pickups and vans and all those things.
Okay.
And just let them know I send you. They'll take off like a $10 from everything, maybe 15. You know, so that's special for the month. I'm hoping maybe we could do a giveaway for a free wash or something.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's a plan. That's for all of those that have cars or know people with cars, which I feel like everybody knows somebody with a car.
Should.
You know.
Well, I can't really
Um.
say should, but yeah, that's understandable.
Yeah. So that's it for that.
Right.
My-
Down to business.
Oh, you have questions?
No, I don't.
Wow. I'm the only one. I'm really carrying this thing. That's
yeah.
crazy.
No, I'm really really tired. Sorry.
Right, I was reading through some forums
Uh-huh.
and well, I feel like we kind of touched on it, but then I kind of want to go into more detail on, do you think there is a thing as a saturated market when it comes to photography?
Okay. I sometimes feel that way. Then I try to take the objective approach of, just because I'm in it is the reason it feels a bit saturated.
It's kind of like when you're buying your car. It's like, wait,
Everybody have a car, but
everybody had this Tucson, but I know
yeah,
never
that
see this
that was
Tucson
me.
before.
That was me for the Titas when we first got our Tita. It's like nobody really have, and then
Yeah, as
started-
soon as
it's
you
like-
get it.
it's like, yo, everybody into that app one. Like, what's going on?
Yeah.
So I feel that way, but I'm not oblivious to the fact that it may feel that way because I'm in it and everyone that I would interact with would be doing something similar to it, if that makes sense. Whether they would deal with some aspect, whether it be modeling, actually shooting, or know someone who does
Yeah.
it. Because I feel like everybody and their auntie and their uncle is like, oh yeah, my cousin, brother, sister does do photography. It's like, alright.
I think the only thing I got that from was maybe my brother, because he also is a photographer. But other than that, I don't think I've really heard people be like, oh yeah, I know someone. So I know strangers would ask me and be like, oh, you know this person?
Mm-hmm.
And I'll be like, no. And they'll be like, you don't know so and so. Them is like one of the best. And I'm like, I don't care. You're like, yeah, I don't know these things. And I'm like, I don't.
No, you're worrying about your own lane at this point.
Because I'm like, how this really, like, yes, I may be able to go to them and look for lighting setups and look for inspiration on work,
Yeah.
but at the end of the day, it had Pinterest, it had Google.
Yeah.
I could find pictures that that would make me
Spark eye.
feel more compelled to shoot.
Yeah, I understand that. Yeah.
Also on the oversaturated thing, well, I don't know if you can hear that, but
Not really.
you said no?
Not really.
Yes, like you say, like when you're in it, it feels like a lot of people are also doing it, but then
Yeah.
also a lot of people are also not doing it. Because not everybody wants to be a photographer. Some people want to be lawyers and doctors and nurses and YouTubers and OnlyFansers and all of the other stuff. So
Yeah.
to say that's oversaturated, I guess I would always feel that way. I feel like, if I'm being honest, it feels oversaturated
Yeah.
when
Mm-hmm.
you don't really have much work
Okay.
or you don't have much work coming in or clients.
Okay.
In the sense of like,
Mm-hmm.
I feel like when you get a lot bigger and whatnot and people know your name more,
You have a constant stream of people.
yeah, you're not really thinking about everybody else.
Yeah.
Because when you're making money and you're doing your thing, it's like, all I do in my thing, how much ever other people doing it. That's cool, that's great. Once I can kind of pay my bills at the end of the month, I happy.
Yeah.
And I feel like if you're not, when you're smaller and you're not really pulling as much work, and I talking like I pull in real work. I ain't pulling no work. All you hire me, please. When you're smaller and you don't have as much work, you're looking at it like, where's a new Instagram always recommend a new photographer for me, boy. And I just did like, where's a next person, boy? And then I've seen them shooting on a magazine. And I'd be like, wait, I know this magazine. I want to shoot for this magazine too. Everybody just taking up all the jobs. And I was like, they're really not. Maybe you're just not putting yourself out there. That's a whole different talk, But yeah, I don't fully agree with the oversaturated thing. I think that phrase could be used for everything.
Yeah.
Because you could just say it have real doctors in Trinidad, or it have real
lawyers
in Trinidad,
and a lot of engineers.
And real engineers and whatnot. But a lot of people are still doing their thing. I feel like it's about how much you really push. Because the fact that other people are doing it should show you that there's the option, or it's not like impossible for you to make it.
Yeah.
You might just have to work a little harder, but it's not impossible for you to like make it and to be getting your clients and whatnot.
Yeah.
And that's just how I seen it, at least for right now.
Yeah.
2 years ago, 3 years ago, and I've been like, yeah, the market oversaturated. Nobody want me. Now it's well. I ain't saying we up, but
yeah,
we halfway up this day. Not this day, case, this day.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, I agree with you. I agree. I don't have any disagreements with.
I was thinking about I don't know. Maybe I was just reflecting.
Yeah.
I actually could not have slept last night, so I was just thinking about a lot of stuff, and I was like, I feel like I'm also was reading a book as well, and
What was those opinions of books? I saw it. I saw your opinions of books.
On Twitter
at 5 this morning or something like that.
Was it at 5? No, that was not 5.
No, it was around 5 though.
I didn't go on. No.
Yes.
This morning.
I
didn't go on socials this morning. Also, don't quote me on that. I'm not liable for anything that I say.
Am I going crazy or something?
It could have been last night.
Nah, I feel like that was this morning.
I went to bed at like 9 and I woke up at 4 this morning.
10 hours ago. 2 hours would make it 12. 2 hours plus 5.
That's 5.
6. Yeah, 5 minutes to 6. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, yeah, 6 o'clock.
Yeah.
That's so far from 5. You know,
That's
thing,
right there.
that's
right
so
there.
Far.
Yes, your opinion of books. Let me hear. Also, I was reading this book. What
was it? What was my no? What was
what
the
was your
tweet?
opinion?
You could not read the tweet.
Oh, books would be 10 times shorter if they wasn't giving 5 to 7 example stories for the one point they're trying to drive home. Buddy, I got the point from the first example. Let's get this show on the road.
Do you not read? You read, right?
Yeah, I read sometimes. I'm not gonna
Right.
lie.
So you don't get what I'm saying?
Yes.
Okay,
To
so
an
I'm reading a lot of self-help books,
Okay.
right? And they'll be like,
I don't really read. I
No,
read
I
very
just-
few self.
I just talk about the self-help books specifically.
Yeah, no, but I was just saying.
Only fictional.
from
stuff
my
that's
experience.
easily counted out.
No.
quickly
I
and everything
don't
else.
read fictional books.
Um,
That's not any shot at anyone who reads fictional books. I just
yeah,
it's
no,
not for
no,
me.
with it. Big up you.
It's
Um,
just not for me. I get bored at it when I
Well,
don't feel like I'm learning anything.
I got the thing to talk to me, so it reads the books to me.
Yeah, no.
So I kind of sort of have a free audiobook.
no.
I'm reading along, and
yeah,
it's
no,
also
it,
talking
it's
to me, so I visual.
it just reads the print. That's all it does.
When I hear you speak about a story, I could visualize it better than me reading the story.
No, it's go straight over my.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, I understand. But
Yeah,
for
like you
me-
could tell me a story now, and be like the blank page, and I don't envision your hands and
With a
table
blank
behind
page,
it
yeah.
with a blank page.
Yeah, me. No, it's just go straight over my head.
Or you don't visualize.
No, I would try to. And unless I am reading it,
No, I don't even have to try to.
no. But for me, like,
Even
Unless
if you're reading it, then
okay,
you'll
more
visualize.
like okay. See, if
what
you were
is
to
going on.
tell me, all right, you're going down the road, right? I would see the road,
Yeah,
right?
I don't see a road. I don't see four
Yeah,
cars
I
on
would
the road.
see-
I'll
I'll
see
start seeing
a
the
blue
road.
car on the left hand
But
side.
When it starts getting a little more intricate, I just kind of tune out, and I'm like,
No,
I
but
don't
it
know
don't
what
even
you're
have to
talking
be intricate for me though. It could be literally.
I guess it's.
You could say you walk down the road. I don't picture you bending the corner, starting to walk down the road. Stop saying and everything.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay,
Nice.
I thought everybody does it. I didn't know that was.
Mm-mm.
Well, not that I thought everybody does it. I just thought that you were
No, I'm not.
one of the people that
I don't have. What was
My point
is
is that I'm just re-explaining what I tweeted.
mm-hmm.
They would be like, so the
But was this from the book that you said you were reading?
no, this is from multiple books. I read a
Okay.
whole 3 books this year. Okay, big up me.
Nice.
I haven't read this many books in the last 5 years, so this is a big accomplishment.
Mm-hmm.
If I finish this book this week, which I would have never finished a book in a week in about 8 to 10 years.
Mm-hmm.
That's when my dad forced me to read a book a week. Yeah, so if I finish this book this week, this will be my first book in 8 to 10 years that I've finished in a week.
Nice.
But I was saying, so they'll make an example of, I don't know, a common saying, the first step to getting better is to admit denial,
Okay.
right? And then they'll give me a long story about John and how he lived in denial for so long, and then this person came along and like changed their mind. All right, cool. Sherry now gone living in denial and all kind of thing, and the next person come along, or the next person didn't come along, and they realize it on their own that, oh shucks, I live in denial.
Yeah.
All right, cool. Jerome now, I'm like, big dog.
And
What
it's
we
not
using
on
up all these
Facebook.
pages for? Because I got it the first time.
Yeah.
You don't need to tell me about Sherry and Jerome and John and all that. I understand the point.
Yeah. I understand.
Two
that.
examples. Let me get this on the road. I don't need 3 and 4 and all them things. That's overdoing it. Or just talk about your life. All this bringing in other people. I don't care about them.
Yeah.
Tell me about you and how you get over your situation, and that is it.
I
Really, just get straight it.
I
Cause I
remember,
watching this book that's 500 pages.
and it could have
I like
been.
this gonna be at 300. This gonna be 250.
Yeah.
I just be in. That's just how I seen it.
It reminds me of Kevin Hart's book. I like that book because this was basically
Kevin
from
Hart
his.
has a book.
He has multiple books.
I'm going into my highlights because it's something that I saw that I want to bring up when it comes to
but
photography.
His book was basically from his life experiences and how he overcome them and what it did for him to
Mhm.
get to where he's at today. I think the name of the book was like From the Heart or something. So,
Yeah.
but yeah. So I understand what you mean by the multiple examples can be a bit too repetitive, and it's like you start to lose you after a while if each example has each scenario, not scenario. What am I trying to say? Each lesson has more than enough scenarios that starts feeling a bit repetitive. So I
Mhm.
understand that.
Oh gosh, you know, I just found it and I lost it because I pressed something.
Mm.
Also, why is it moving? I don't wanna. Hold on. I Well, the latest point was talking about taking responsibility.
Yeah.
Like literally taking responsibility for everything, and he was making a point of some things you might say there's always responsibility for something, and that you're always choosing essentially. And
Yeah.
he made the point of a judge, right? A judge has a responsibility of like when a crime is committed,
Take a
the
fair
judge didn't commit
judgment.
the crime. The judge had no involvement in the crime
Okay.
or nothing like that, right?
Okay.
But the judge still kind of has a responsibility to
Give fair judgment,
yes,
but basically their
on it.
judgment. Yeah.
And it's more of like a taking blame kind of thing of like yes, we understand that you might be here in life because of whatever circumstances,
Mm-hmm.
but it's also your
But
responsibility
to
to
not
better
to know the social um
to like kind
mm,
of better yourself
yeah,
in a way, you know,
I thought I had the
and
words
not
but I
and
didn't.
not to put not to put the blame on
Society, but to put it on yourself because you have the responsibility as a human being to be decent. Question mark. Is that where you're
no,
coming
this
at?
was not crime thing. This was just a
Oh, you're just giving a
I was talking in
hypothetical.
general, like
Okay.
I was I guess more photography,
Mm-hmm.
but so like let's say 3 years ago, 4 years ago. I mean, even still now to this day, I still complain about clients and how I don't get no clients and all that kind of stuff.
But you have the responsibility.
To get up and go and look for them,
Yeah.
because I can't be putting the blame and being like, oh well, I wanted to work with courts and then this person come and take my job and then and all that kind of thing. It's like, well, in that time
Yeah.
courts would come, but also there's a lot of other people out there
Yeah.
that I could pitch to and work with and all that. So
Yeah.
it was good for that. It was also talking about happiness and how, oh gosh, I had it. I don't know. You could just ramble.
I can just
Yeah, go off of what I said.
Okay. I mean, I understand where you're coming from exactly. I haven't taken a picture in terms of a concept in months now, to be very honest. And it's nobody's fault but mine. I mean, I should be behind the models and be like, hey, this date, no if, buts, not or maybes. But I honestly just haven't, because I can give the excuse of, well, week I just real tired.
Yeah.
But I just have not. I know I'm responsible for the reason I haven't taken up a picture in a hot minute.
Yes.
But I want to. Like, I really, really want to. Like, I really, really want to. I feel like next week that have to be next week. Nah, I can't do that next week. Can I? I feel that no, I'm trying to. kind of wrestling with myself in terms of if it's possible next week, because you know what's going on next week. At the end of the week.
I
Yeah.
have no clue.
Anyways, we
I
could talk
forgot.
about that off air. Yeah. I feel like I would have to organize with somebody because this is getting ridiculous at this point. Because since maybe when I worked with John, probably was like the last
Shoot.
like concept, like sit down and plan a concept and actually shoot. Everything else has just been like, oh, John, come, let me take some pictures of you. It hasn't been like, okay, this is the concept that I want to do. Let's build something. So
Yeah.
the models that I have lined up to shoot with, I just have not give them a date. Like it's fully planned out. Like the mood board and stuff is there.
I'm actually supposed to do one, and I send the mood board and everything. I just need to be like, hey, this day.
Yeah. So I have 3 people that the mood board is sent. No, 2 people and one still. I still just had to find the time to finish putting it together.
Yeah.
But 2 people for sure the mood board is done, and it's just for me to tell them, hey, this day, this location.
Yeah.
One of them I might use your space if you're cool with that.
Oh,
Just
speaking
for
of that,
people.
I don't have my camera battery,
Your camera battery or the Canon camera battery?
I don't have the charger, sorry.
Oh, okay. Cause actually I have one of your batteries, one of the swollen ones.
No, but I don't have. Well, I still need a charger.
Yeah, I know, but that's why you know that.
Yeah, I need to get it from Jarrell. I think I left that on the shoot with him and something else. Also, I can't talk about that actually. I mean, I didn't sign an NDA, but
Can't go on here. Can't go on here.
yeah, I don't think it could go on there.
I understand.
Right. The part of the book he was talking about, it was about this guy named James.
Mm-hmm.
It said James decided to conduct a little experiment in his diary. He wrote that he would spend 1 year believing that he was 100% responsible for everything
Mm-hmm.
that occurred in his life, no matter what. During this period, he would do everything in his power to change his circumstances, no matter the likelihood of failure. If nothing improved in that year, then it would be apparent that he was truly powerless to the circumstances around him, and then he would take his own life.
That got dark really quickly, but
Yes.
I understand.
But it was just basically talking about just putting blame on things. I don't know. It's very easy to put blame on things and be like, oh well, I can't do it today because of, or I can't do this because
Yeah, but would you say that there's a fine line between things that are out of your control and things that are realistically in your control? Because I think it's easy
What do you
to
mean by a fine line? I don't
because
know.
okay, it have a line where you could say I really had no control over the situation,
Mm-hmm.
and then there's the opposite side of the line where you could have very well do something, but you just choose.
though, because I'm trying to think of.
Okay, let's just say you're going to the airport, right? And okay, so I'll give you 2 situations. So you're going to the airport. You leave with enough time to get to the airport with 3 hours before the flight, right?
Right.
But I had an accident on the road. Traffic backed up, and you get there too late.
Too
Right?
late to get on the plane.
Yeah, the flight
Right.
closed, right? Or you left slightly late.
Mm-hmm.
Traffic, and you get there late.
Did I have an accident in the second one?
Yeah, same thing. But just the accident wasn't as bad, right?
Okay.
If you left when you were supposed to leave, you would have made it
in the second scenario.
in the second scenario. Although it had the crash,
Right.
In the first scenario, it had a crash. Although you left on time, you weren't able to make it because of how bad the traffic jam was. I think there's like a really fine line between it's your responsibility to get up that 10 minutes earlier or that 15 minutes earlier.
Oh, well, then yeah. In that example, then yes. But kind of relating it to photography of like, if you're not getting clients or, let's say the shoot is not really working out how it was supposed to, are you still kind of trying your best to make it happen? That's kind of how I'm seeing it.
Okay. Is it? It's
You
like
know?
if you're
It's
are
like
you
at least
pushing
I could
yourself?
say I gave 100%.
Yeah, and you keep
Let's say
trying.
everything I try. Like let's say we do the podcast, right? And we try every single week.
Mm-hmm.
We hit a year, 52 podcasts recorded and
Mhm.
whatnot, and nothing happens.
Yeah.
I forgot my point. Shucks.
Brother.
Right. And if
Mhm.
nothing happens,
Yeah.
you can at least be like, well, I gave it my all.
Mm-hmm.
You know? Instead of it being like well, this didn't work out because this didn't happen, or this didn't work out because this didn't happen, or
Yeah.
that kind
it's
of
like,
thing.
at the end of the day,
I took the responsibility, I tried my best, and then obviously if there's things out of your control,
yeah.
then that's out of your control, but it's kind of how you deal with the situation.
Yeah,
So like,
but-
let's say with the rain falling on oh gosh, when we're supposed to record
Oh,
last
last week.
Yeah.
Wednesday.
that was like
or
something that was
Thursday.
out of our control.
Yeah.
Yes, it kind of could have happened, I think, later in the evening, but then it would have made things a little bit more technical for you,
Yeah.
I believe.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right? Because they were free.
Yeah.
You're right. So, at least you can say, like, you tried. And you took responsibility and you were like, this is what I did. I tried my best.
Yeah. We looked at all the
This is the
options that could have happened, and it just.
I know what to tell you, coach. You know?
Yeah. Yeah. I understand.
That kind of thing. That's how I see it. So, it's more of like, if I'm trying to make it as a photographer, I can't just be sitting on home.
Yeah, you can't not shoot and just hope somebody see your
Not even
Instagram
just not
post.
shooting, but I think also doing a lot of outreach. I think a lot of things is outreach.
Yeah. Okay.
Like when you talk to Michael will be like, oh, well, I
Email.
I
I
email this
email.
person or I cold call this person, and it's like, what are you talking about? Like, this seems so foreign to me.
Yeah.
And now he has his job, he's making his money, and I ain't saying life nice, but
It's better than what if he did not reach
Yeah.
out. Yeah.
yeah. So there's responsibility in that. Like, you can't put blame on everything and then not look at yourself.
That's true. That is true.
That was just a long topic on that.
No, but I think it have some relevancy to it because we all have a responsibility. Because one of those things where, take for instance, you can't.
I was putting blame on people. I was going.
Yeah, but you can't just say also, man, I went and get my degree.
So I had to
I vex. I ain't get no work.
Oh.
I mean, unless you put out or send resumes outside, yes, it have some external factors that are influencing your opportunities to get a job, whether it be the financial crisis that we are all going through, or wherever it
Well,
is.
some people ain't going through no financial crisis.
Yeah.
Some
I know.
people up.
But I just talking about the market itself in general.
Yeah.
A lot of markets contracted, so it's like we really looking to hire people like that,
Yeah.
So yes, it have those, but if you only send out 2 resumes, then
Don't get me wrong. There are people that try and.
yeah, no, I not doubt. I know it have people that trying day in and day out, but at least you're trying.
Yeah.
That's the difference between trying and not trying, or trying and just saying, "Oh yeah, I sent
Yeah.
out 2 resumes," and stopping.
Yeah.
You still had to, if you want it, you had to go and basically get it. Also,
I was trying to remember another point. It was talking about like things may not be your fault that something happened, but it's
Yeah.
kind of your responsibility of how to deal
How
with
you
the
deal with the
situation.
situation? Yeah,
at
how you
hand.
deal with the situation? Yeah.
And then they brought up, I just going on this point just so I could bring up this because I thought it was funny.
Yeah.
It was, I guess not really funny because if it does happen, I'll be like, I don't know what to do. They were like, you leave in your house one day and you open your door and it's just a baby on your front step. And it's like, it's not your fault that this baby is there. You didn't do anything. But it's this child is now kind of your responsibility.
Yeah.
Like,
it's like, do I?
They were like, do I keep it, take care of it? Do I throw it away? Like,
Yeah. Do I carry it to the authorities?
yeah,
or
like, what do I do?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that's just that. I had another. Right. In this one, they're talking about taking pictures for Instagram in the sense of they were doing like a confession, and they were like, honestly, these days I just been. Let me actually find it for you, because I think I screenshotted it,
You know, somebody
and I felt it. I felt this one.
somebody who was watching our podcast said, "Hey, you see them images or they just be showing each other? We want to see too." I'm like,
Somebody said that in the
yeah.
comments.
No, no, this is just somebody
Oh,
who messaged me. It's like, we want to see the pictures too. I'm like, yeah, we don't really remember sometimes.
oh no. Sometimes it's like
To
when it's recorded, it's really on me. I'll take all the blame. It's more of I forget.
yeah, no, that's what I said.
I
We don't really
forget
remember
that
to go back in it.
I forget that we even brought up or I even showed you a picture,
Yeah,
and then I'm
it's
like,
like what picture did?
yeah. So I'm like, the only picture I can think about is with Sharuk and his in Harvard. Is Harvard
Yeah,
with his Harvard acceptance letter. That's the only thing I could think about. He sent it to me, and I was like,
yeah, no, but
"You crazy, man."
it was the day we were showing. We were talking about concepts, and I said I wanted to do a sort of cinematic concept, and I
I don't even
I don't
seeing the
remember
picture.
what picture I showed you.
That's what I
Oh, you know which picture it
said.
was?
No, you telling me not gonna help. Add a seat again. I don't want to.
I don't even have my phone with Instagram right
The
here.
person was talking about they were like, as of these days, I've just been picking up my camera and shooting just for Instagram, not even because I want to. And I was like, not wrong enough. I kind of feel the same way. I've been like,
Sucked into the system where it's
some
like
of these
more
days,
content, more content, more content.
yeah, and it's not like I have this drive or this
It's like,
passion.
oh, I like this concept, and I need to get this concept
Yeah.
out into the real world.
And it's crazy too because I feel like we're also fed information, at least on social media, to be like, if you don't have the passion to do this thing, then what's the point in you doing it? And sometimes it's
Yeah.
just discipline in a dog. It's just the discipline getting me through the day, right? And that is it. That's all I need.
Yeah.
I have my ideas, I have my concepts.
Mhm.
Yes, my emotions may be all over the place. I know I will get to it, because the discipline, I'm working on the discipline.
Mhm.
But right now, I don't need all that talk. I don't like to watch people like Mr. Beast and all them people because the amount of passion and drive he does have for making a video, that's
yeah.
different from me.
Yeah.
Yes, I have my passion and my drive for taking images and whatnot,
But it's not to the extent that.
but it also kind of weighs on you because it's like I want to do these personal projects, but then I'm also not really making no sense of money from these personal projects.
Yeah.
So it's like, why?
What's the point?
What's
so
the
to say?
point? So it's like, do I not just chase, or kind of go for some paid work
Yeah.
and see how
then
that works out, and then I can kind of get back to the personal projects. That's
yeah.
kind of how it's been. So
I guess the goal is just finding that balance where it's like, okay, if I do 3 client work, then maybe I can do a personal concept. I don't know. Because
it depends on how much money is like running from me. If it's shooting here, like it could happen anytime after work or whatever. If it's by like Scott or something, it depends because the pass side the funds for that.
Yeah, I understand.
And just make sure then they shoots. I gonna be like a cheap date. I gonna be like halfsies because I can't do it.
Yeah.
But yeah, even that I'm supposed to like borrow something for another shoot, a paid shoot.
Mhm.
Next week, Saturday, I believe. I don't know, one of the days, one of the Saturdays. But yeah, there's a constant battle between I want to do all this work, but I'm also not getting paid for this work, and it's like I should do this work because it'll make me happy and I could use it to push out what I do more and like update my portfolio.
Yeah.
But then it's like, do I want to do that?
Mm.
Because I'm not really making money and I should be reaching out to people. And then when you reach out to people, it's like a set of no's and on like seen messages, and it's like I could see you see my message, you know. So then what we
Yeah.
doing? Like I know what you look like. You don't know what I look like. Like what if I was just to run up on you that day and just be like, "Bow, you didn't respond to me." Like I cannot be mad like that. But of course I'm not. But I'm just saying that it's a weird balance.
Yeah. I wanna shoot some content. Not I hate saying that with content. I wanna shoot some concepts that I could print big. I don't know. I feel to just print
I
out
was
real
thinking to
big.
print something to print up
Yeah,
on your
I
wall,
wanna
you know,
print something big
just
put
to
on
fill
my
up
wall.
the room.
Cause I had some posters on my wall, and I took them down because it started getting a bit
Also, printing is real expensive. Well, not real expensive, but it's
more expensive than it was before.
just more money than I want to pay. I want to pay like $2 for a large print. Let me know if you all know anybody for that.
Yeah, so I wanna print something big, but I feel like if I go and print something real big, dog, it had to be real nice, and everything have to be like on point.
I don't think it have to be real nice. I think it just has to be good.
I don't
If
know.
you like it at the time, because you could always do more and kind of work on it, and you could see the progression of your prints.
I mean, I have the ones that what is 4x6?
I want a big one.
Yeah, I know, but I have those, but I want a big one.
Three right here. 1, 2, 3.
Yeah.
Boom. As I wake up in the morning, any mood. There we go. Ready to work.
Yeah.
I mean, I think I have 1 or 2 pictures. I have a good 2 pictures that when I watch it, I'm like, I'm ready to work.
Yeah.
You know? There's the one with Miguel.
Miguel.
And then I can never say his name correct. You know, like in my head, I didn't say Miguel. And then there's also, oh gosh, it's only a hard drive. I'll remember it. There's also an unreleased one that's supposed to come out. I don't know. That I could print, but I also don't know when I could put it up on the wall because it's not out yet.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's that kind of vibe.
Mm.
But yeah, that's that. Prints are cool. I think printing is good. I think everybody should print.
Yeah.
Um,
Do you okay? So I was faced with this I don't want to say predicament. It wasn't. Yeah. I wouldn't say it's a predicament, but dilemma. My mom was the
what is the difference between a predicament and a dilemma?
I guess it's sort of the same. I guess it's just two sides of the same coin. Whatever. I tell you, I'm tired. My brain kind of moving slow right now. But basically, my mom was like, "Why you wanna put random people on your wall?" But in my head, I'm like, "I take the pictures. I just wanna have some cool images on my wall." But she was like, "Put it in an album," and I'm like, "I know if I put it in an album, I am sticking it underneath the shelf, and I'm not gonna watch this ever."
You mean you're gonna make a book?
Yeah, mommy
You
was
could do a
saying
small
to,
book though. It have books. When I think of album, I think like a wedding album. That's like a big book. But you could do like a small photo book, and it would be fine, and you could pay for it, and it wouldn't be like that expensive.
nah, but okay. See, it's yours. I want to see my images that I took.
Oh no, put it up on the wall, but then
Yeah.
also you could put it in a book.
Yeah. So mommy was saying to put it in a book, and she's like, "That wall thing, no." And I'm like,
Nothing wrong with the wall.
I want it on the wall.
Nothing is wrong with the wall because they put up paintings and all of the other stuff on the wall.
Yeah.
Image that I took that you know who the owner is and you know
I think it's just one
you
of
know
those.
more about this picture than you know about that random pin that you bought on some garage sale
Yeah, I think it's just
in
one of
Puna
those things
Puna
where
20 years ago.
having a picture up of somebody is like, dog, you
It's
just have
not
a
that
picture.
serious.
But it's one of those things where it was for a concept. It's not just like you take up a random picture of somebody down the road
Yeah.
and just hang it up on.
Yeah.
Just hang it up on
It's
your
like
wall.
this. This is something that was in my head,
Yeah.
and now it's like an actual thing that I could remember. You know,
Have you ever thought about like gifting people like your photos? Like, what? Let's say the model. You're
nah,
the
me like
model.
nobody enough for that. Me like nobody enough for that. That is real money.
no, like one of those still like a 4x6, and you just
no, I'm being actually no.
no.
Forget all the joke of me saying like I ain't like nobody enough for that. I have not thought about that.
Okay.
Is that bad?
No.
Okay, actually yes, because because I read I was reading something on like retaining clients, and they're like give your clients like a gift
Mm-hmm.
every 3 months or so, like the repeating ones, of course.
Yeah.
And I was thinking about like, oh, hey, look, my cat.
You see what I
Oh
say?
my gosh,
You see what I say? Same thing I say.
Nig.
Ah, boy. I told you it would show back up.
I'm so happy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Retaining clients, 3 months.
Like give them gifts every 3 months or every so often, and they'll appreciate you.
Yeah.
So I mean, I'm not retaining clients as yet,
But
yeah, it's
'cause-
something that I thought about. It's
Yeah,
something that
I
could
don't know.
happen. It's not anything that's impossible, because even if I do, I said do. If I do a basic portrait shoot or whatever, I can just print an image and be like, yeah. But then there's also that meetup after. It's kind of strange. It's kind of be like, oh, well, I know we shot X amount of time ago. You want to meet
Mhm.
up? I have a gift for you.
Yeah.
Yeah, that kind of,
Creepy.
yeah. How do you
Yeah.
go about that? That's what I'm saying.
Um.
And I shoot with a
Yeah.
lot of females, so for me to be like, hey, I have a gift for you.
Yeah. It could be interpreted. It's like we ain't that kind of friend.
Yeah, it's like, what you mean by that?
I think it should just be a little more specific, because it's just like, hey, I have this gift from the shoot.
From the shoot.
Yeah.
Yeah, but then I don't know. I'm just okay. Let me not be
Or
negative.
just not say gift. Just say, hey,
I have a print for you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just leave it. I guess it's one of those things where you just be straight. It's like, hey, it's a print from the shoot.
Yeah.
I think this was one of the hardest pictures from the shoot. Yeah.
I'll
hold
mail
on.
it to them. Yes.
Yeah.
Be like, hey, what's your address?
Yeah.
Something's for you.
Because why I asked about it, because I that same point was what I saw. I didn't read it. I saw it on a YouTube video where it was like, hey, it's like if you work with people, sometimes people appreciate the shoot or the day a little more when it's like, yeah,
They have something to remember from it.
yeah.
Yeah.
So that was where I was coming from. If you
I
ever
still
thought
have
about
to
it.
redo the shoot for this lady. Yeah, that would happen before the year's out. Actually,
The one from
yeah,
Quito,
hair
Quito.
products.
Yeah, okay.
I mean, I could say her name. I think it's fine because I have taken the responsibility and
Mm-hmm.
I've messed up. I collected my cash and I feel bad.
Yeah, the client was
Yeah.
not
So
the happiest.
I personally think it's not my best work.
Yeah.
I feel like I've put out a lot better stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to figure out how do I
Make it better. Or how do you interpret it in a way that's
that's like my style and will fit the theme and everything.
Yeah.
I'm trying to
Is it
think
one of
about
those-
it like that.
Is it one of those? Yeah, you
Because
want
it's like a hair care thing. I'm trying to think of where
is it,
we could put it.
is it one of those? I want it to be an ad, but not look like an ad, so to say. Because like it has some real
I think all ads
cringy.
look like ads.
Because it's how a difference between like
Does that make sense?
I don't know.
Like when I see an ad, I'm like, I'm not thinking, oh, this don't look like an ad. I'm like, this is an ad.
I think okay. I think that too have
You
like
know,
a fine
It
line.
depends on like if it's a bad ad,
I
there's
think
a difference.
it is one of those things where you could have cringy.
Well, yeah.
Oh.
When it's not a good ad, there's a completely separate
Yeah. But then it
talk.
also have they try to make it not like an ad that is like, what is this about? I don't know what you're trying to convey to me.
Okay, yeah.
Like those perfume commercials.
Oh yeah, I don't know what's been going on. I used to be seeing flowers and lavender flinging across the street, and I see a glass bottle, and then it's yo. I'm like,
Wait,
whoa.
hold
Like,
on.
whoa, where we end up?
Oh, you see car racing down the road, busting a drift, spinning
Yeah.
in circles
McDonald's.
on their perfume. It's like, what the car have to do with
Yeah.
this? Yeah, okay.
Um.
But I like those commercials where it's like it's subtly but intentionally placed. If that makes
Mhm.
sense.
I just like good lighting in
Mhm.
a shoes. Once I can't figure out where your lighting is, I know
It's like,
you
okay.
did your job.
Mm.
But if I could
Okay.
see,
One on the left, one on the right, and one above.
Yeah.
All right, cool.
if I could tell you where that lighting is, I don't think you did a great job.
Mm.
And I just more specifically targeting local people that are in the market.
Bright.
I
just
see
just
a
bright.
hot light on their face, and I am there like, bro.
I knew it was exactly that. Where it's just like bright.
You could have more than turn this down like 2 more levels and put a next light on the background so I don't see the
Yeah.
shadow from
Or
the
push
person
or
from the
push
light.
the, and if that's the lowest setting, push the light back as
And-
far back as possible.
I they're like, bro, I could see the sweat on the model. What is going on? What happened
Yeah,
on
yeah.
this day?
Yeah, I get
You know, what was the budget?
Or dog, if you make a mistake, the highlight
'Cause
sliders, the highlight sliders also there.
I helped out with the shoot.
Mhm.
I don't think I could.
Give the
I
full
helped
details.
out with the shoot,
Yeah.
and it's like the guy had one light. I don't. The images look great, and I was like, actually, I didn't even know you could do all of this with one light, and
Mhm. You have actually inspired me to.
I don't inspire nobody, that's a
hey,
lie.
Come.
I can't. I'm not going to show
Yeah.
this on the video.
Yeah, that's. Uh-huh.
I'm trying to find it.
Oh wait, that's the orange cable.
That's not mine though.
Oh, okay. But it's the same
That's
kind.
one light,
Okay. Oh wow. Oh wow.
and you can see
The
that
background. Oh wow, it's nice. It's
Yeah,
like
yeah.
even. It's like even.
Shout out Team Red, by the way.
That's nice.
You know who that? Well, I hope
Nope.
you get it. Well, there's 2 teams.
Oh yeah.
Two teams
Yeah.
around the country right now. Team Green and Team Red. Big up Team Red.
Yeah.
That's all I had to say.
Yeah, big up
Oh.
Team Red. No,
For
like
the internet.
no, not only that. I won't have a job if it wasn't for Team
Oh,
Red.
right.
But I don't work for Team Red, but anyways, I don't work for Team Red.
I want to sponsor bad right now. That's what the internet pay for, you know. Mean digital check winner, please. Want it?
Yeah.
Until I don't worry about the internet, I'm happy.
Yeah.
Hit you with a lifetime deal.
Yeah, but without Team Red, I wouldn't have people to employ me.
Oh gosh, I swear I had so much points. I had photographer confessions.
That we had.
I think I maybe had 3.
Mm-hmm.
That's the most.
Yeah, that's fine.
That I
3
could get.
6.
They said this is, I can't even call the person name, whatever. In the middle of an event, I clicked off the autofocus on the lens by accident.
Get wrecked.
I feel like an event is the worst place
That
for
autofocus
this
should be
thing
off.
to happen. I'm also thinking, how do you accidentally click it off?
Like
That's
he's
a-
had to push it.
that
Like
is
he's had
a
to push
hard. That's a hard click.
it. Like he's had to push it.
Like
push
you
it.
really
Like
had to
dig your
try.
nail in and push it.
I clicked it off by accident and I didn't notice for about an hour. I just have to pretend no good pics were taken for that time, kicks myself in the ears and try to become more aware in the future, but I probably have done it at least twice.
Mm.
And then yeah, I don't know, boy. I mean, it have times where in a shoot I'm like, why it not focusing? Like this is the beginning of the shoot, or maybe coming down to the end when I was trying to do something very specific. I'm like, why is it not focusing?
Yeah.
But I'm thinking in an event where there's so much movement, I feel like it's easy to tell when things are not in focus. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong.
Yeah. Let me think. Yeah.
I'm not
if
saying,
I think,
I'm not saying you
I
have
think
to
when
hit
it's
focus on the eye, you know. I'm just saying.
yeah, no. I think when you have a lot more going on in the frame.
You don't know what to focus on.
Yes, like okay. Do I focus on the outfit itself or the head? Because It be that slightest.
No, I always hit for the body.
The body.
I go for the body.
I always go for the head.
What?
I don't know.
Nah, I go for the body because also kind of depends on your aperture too.
As well, depending on the light.
It really depends on the event, you know.
Okay.
Cause all that's why
I mean,
this
if
is
it's
why I
a-
like big events.
If it's out,
The big events have better lighting.
That's true.
I said it. I don't like small events because the lighting is terrible. I don't
Dark.
like it.
it's
It's not even
dark.
dark. It's just a white tent that somebody bouncing some random light into, and my camera cannot focus. I know my camera can focus. I can't focus. I don't like can't focus. I can't work. So I just get paid to do what? And then when I the pictures now, I just sit down there and be like, wait.
Vex.
Yeah. You know, I try to figure out. Do you see this purple light in events? That is disgusting. Why we just do that? Purple light and black people don't mix. That might sound real racist. I don't know how to think about it. Nobody purple light and dark skins don't look good at all.
Is it
makes
just
you
purple alone, or is it anything on
It's
that
a-
blue
no,
purple
it's
spectrum?
It's a purple. Blue looks fine, but purple boy does make your skin look. This gonna sound bad, but it's make it look dark. Like darker than it's make it look darker than like I know it is.
Yeah.
And I'm watching you like, why are you looking
This
so
is not
dark?
your like this
why
is not your skin tone.
Yes, is and then after trying to readjust for it to look normal and then adjust for me to slap on the edit. Every other color is fine.
Yeah.
Blue, green, actually some shades are yellow. That is terrible. Yeah. But I guess if you're shooting an event, look out for that. You see that purple light? Sometimes that is not it. It's good for like when you want to change up the slider and just do whatever you want, like madness with the colors.
Yeah.
Other than that, that is my worst enemy. Boy. Purple lighting in events, actually, purple lighting in small events
Yeah, no man say because
my-
when we went
no,
to
no.
the
is my 13th reason.
is because when they had the purple lights at the Bungie concert when we went and shoot, that was good.
It was good because it was bright.
Yeah. And then again, it was Queen's Hall. It's that
Yeah.
big, that big
But
place.
no, purple lights at small events that is look like you call up somebody for a borrow of a tent.
What is it?
That is my
Is
13th
The
reason.
thing is it seven that is that the eighth sin?
7 deadly sins.
Yeah, so that had to be the eighth sin.
Oh.
That have to be the eighth sin.
Yeah, wait, that wrong. And I still do it, you know, because I'm like, yeah, this time it go change. Yeah, this time gonna be different.
Guess what? The spotlights comes on.
I like that delusional girl. Let's be going back to she X.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, this time it's different.
Yeah.
Nah, it's not gonna be different. It's
Yeah.
not. They're gonna hurt you the same way. They're gonna sit down there, headache again.
Yeah. Next, number 2.
Gosh. It bothers me that sometimes what?
Sometimes
It bugs me that I sometimes develop elaborate, convoluted, large, or complex ideas for personal projects, but never enter the production phase because I simply can't be bothered to do so. For some reason, I can't justify simple stuff as being a personal project. Well, I think we spoke about this. With shooting, while I just should pick up the camera and produce something, anything. Meanwhile, client projects are always completed on or ahead of schedule because they feel more important, no matter how simple or mundane they are.
Yeah, we kind of spoke about that earlier.
I was watching this lady. Her name is Lindsay Adler, and she's like a beauty and fashion photographer. She lives in New York. The last time I heard her speak about her pricing, she was like $3,500 for the day. You get the full works, like you get hair, makeup, and everything,
Yeah.
which is fine because she's like a big name. I'm thinking realistically, she might be walking away with like a good 2 for the day. I don't know how much hair and makeup this really costs.
It depends on who's
But
the
yeah, she's
makeup
like, she would
artist.
book out one day for the month, so she just does a personal project, and she would use that for her portfolio. And she would do it in a way where she brings a concept, the hair person bring a concept, and the makeup person bring a concept.
Yeah.
I shoot it, everybody get their images. I get my images, I edit for the makeup and the hair people, however they wanted to do it.
Yeah.
Everybody happy, they could put it in their portfolio. I could put my concept in my portfolio. You know,
Yeah.
that kind of thing. You help me with this, I help you with your thing.
You know who messaged me the cat, the girl who did
The cat
no.
right there, no.
um,
Nig.
you understand? No, but Kat, the girl that wore the red outfit for the shoot with Jan and I,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, she had messaged me and she was like, you still shooting? I was like, yes and no. But she's like, oh, well, I was looking for a photographer because she wants to rent a studio
Right.
because apparently she also does, not apparently, but
She models.
no, she does
Oh.
photography. Yeah, she models also, but she
Oh, no,
does
'cause
photography.
Like, you just gonna hit me with something that
No, but
that I
she
knew
does
already.
photography also, which I didn't know.
Oh.
But
Okay.
she was like, "You wanna go half season on a place? Because I know you're a photographer." And I had your number. I was like, I wasn't looking for a space.
Well,
'Cause I was
actually,
also going-
hopefully with the new developments, it could be a situation where you could put down money.
Yeah,
You want a group of people put down X amount of money, and you could use the place for like 8 hours
yeah,
out
but
of the
not,
month.
that was like in the beginning of the year. I was still in school, and I was like, I wasn't at like that.
Yeah, no,
To that
but I'm just
extent.
saying now it's like it could be a thing so people want to put down on it. I could speak about it more when like the place is launched
Ready?
and
Yeah, when the place is ready.
yeah. So that is kind of the plan.
Hold on. It is the 11th of October. How far along? Is it to the 15th deadline?
Oh yeah, no, that not happening on the 15th at all. November,
Yeah, I know.
November, December. We will see even how that looking depending on how the man
Move.
depending on how the people on them move.
Yeah. Next.
Um,
Number 3.
no, I was
Oh,
kind of
still-
gonna add to
still-
it.
Okay, good.
Sorry, I was reading something. Yes, client work always feels more important because there's money involved.
Yes.
I guess personal work is a different kind of investment that you don't particularly see.
Yeah.
You know, I think personal work for me should be something that somebody may not want to hire you for right now,
Yeah.
but you should put it out. You should do it because somebody
Somebody
may
would
want
see
to
it.
hire you for something like this.
Because actually, one of the models.
You know,
that,
and that's what personal work has done for me. Like when I put out a shoot,
yeah.
with somebody, they'll be like, "Hey, I really like the shoot with so and so.
Mm-hmm.
You know, let's do something like this." And I'm like, "Oh, well, I literally just did this the other day. I could do this again."
Yeah.
That instead of it being a, "Hey, can you do this?" It's like,
Yeah.
you've seen my page.
Yeah, because one
Yes,
of
of course.
the models that I'm supposed to do the same personal shoot with, one of them, she's friends with Kat, and she actually saw the picture on the Explore page,
Right.
because she's like, hey, I like that concept I do with Kat. I want to do something cool. I don't know. She didn't have a clear idea of what exactly.
Yeah.
But I was like, I mean, yeah. And I was like, but she had messaged me from before, and I didn't ask like how she find me or anything. But then the last time we spoke, I was like, wait, how you find me again? I was like, how? And she's like, oh, I saw you did a shoot with one of my friends. I was like, so I went to see
Who's
who,
following her?
yeah,
Right.
but I'm not following Kat, so
Oh.
I wasn't seeing anybody that I shot with in the
Right.
list. I was like,
Right.
no. But then
Oh.
she sent me the picture, and I was like, oh, okay.
Right.
Yeah, I was like, okay, cool.
Yeah, personal work is great for those things. I do have some more ideas that I need to like put out.
Yeah. No, but the thing that I was telling you, when you inspire me, is the lighting. I want to do more complex lighting in my shoots. I don't know
The
how.
thing is, it doesn't even have to be complex.
No, well, I don't.
I just want a beauty dish, but if I get a beauty dish, I know it's over. This is not even me like being on ahead and being like
No, but
oh,
you know
I need
what?
this thing. I know. Once I get this beauty dish, it's that is the loudest snack I've ever heard in my
Yeah, I
life.
know, right?
I know once I get this beauty dish, it's all over.
Yeah.
So, yeah. What was I saying? What was the point you were making? Complex lighting.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, it gets very intense. I've seen people do like
'Cause-
7 light setups and
'cause
like
that
five,
was
and I'm like, big dog, what are these five even doing? And then you kind of figure out diffusion and all that kind of
like
stuff. And
like the one with Jordan. I want to do something like that with somebody.
Jordan,
Yeah, where you lit the back, and
how was it? I just laid it back.
yeah, no, but it's just how I don't know. Well,
You basically open up the umbrella, put it to the back of them, and you determine how close or far they are from the light depends on how much light wraps around them. So the closer he is to the light,
yeah, no,
the more the light will wrap around
yeah,
him.
it would
The
be
further he
more.
is, the more silhouette he would
Yeah.
be. Silhouetted? I don't even know if that's a word.
I know the
Um,
softness or the harshness of how the light goes around the person.
It's just about if you see the edges of them or not.
Yeah,
Uh,
because
yeah.
I know further away might be.
Also, you're gonna say
softer.
Jordan, like Rebecca.
No.
Nah, because that was like a one light, I think.
Okay.
And I was like, that's not making sense
Because
to me.
remember, I had asked you to show me how to do it, and you drew this. You did a box arrow person.
Yeah, and that was it. That literally was it.
It's one of those things where I want to try it because why not?
Yeah.
So yeah.
Right. This is my last one.
Mm-hmm.
I don't even think this is is this a confession? This one is just kind of crazy. It said, so this is not my story, but I heard it from a driver while taking Lyft. He said,
Okay.
he said that one of his previous jobs, he had been a photographer until he had an experience that caused him to put down the camera, and he hasn't really picked it up again since. Right?
Mm-hmm.
So this is, I just trying to think of somebody who's been doing photography for years, right?
Yeah.
This situation had to be bad for me to be like, you know what? I think I'm good. I think
Yeah.
I'm
like,
fine.
How
Right?
bad?
he, said,
Oh yeah, this is it. Yeah.
he said he was shooting a wedding and had
Mhm.
a couple off to the side doing some different poses. He thought he managed to get one really good shot with a nice smile from the bride, but worried that she might have blinked. This was before digital, so he couldn't just chimp to verify, which means it's a film camera. So as you take it,
That's
you had
it.
to hope and pray.
Yeah.
Right, cool. He asked them to go back to that pose again so he could just
make sure.
make sure that he got it in camera because it was good. It was going to be a good one. All of a sudden, the groom just lost it. He started yelling at the bride, complaining that she never did anything right.
Wait.
And always was wasting his time, and that it was because of her that he wasn't able to be hanging out with his buddies right now. Bruh, you and your wedding, eh?
wait.
How you gonna tell your wife? I'm hoping to be. I didn't even know.
No,
That-
well, if you're taking pictures, the
You are the
ceremony
reason
done.
why I can't be with my friends right now. I like,
gosh, no.
yeah, and that was. I mean, there's more, but it was just talking about the guy's reaction to the story, and they're like, I don't even know how do you handle a situation? How do I like ask for my money if they haven't paid me in full? You know, like, am I gonna be like,
It's like so.
hey, you're still
so-
running out of cash, or
I
like,
know-
what we doing?
Or even on the day, it's like, so you're going back in the pose, or
So we doing the ball. We still doing the shoot. Like,
do I leave? What do you want me to
I
do?
don't know what to do. Like, do I tell everybody that y'all not?
Or even if people are wrong, it's like, y'all, do we?
Yeah,
Should we leave? I don't know.
I
don't know.
How you gonna tell your woman she
If-
never
if-
does anything right?
If you were in that situation, but like for those bridal shoots, well, those wedding shoots that the whole family there,
I going
everybody
home.
having a time,
I going home.
and that happens.
No, I going home.
Are you telling anyone anything? Are you
I going home.
just
I
packing up everything and
I'm gonna say this now. Sorry, I can't do it today. I really can't. I'll give you back all your money. I really apologize.
thank you, but no thank you.
But I cannot. I really cannot. Cause I just gonna be thinking about this man not yell at his wife, and then
Yeah.
in front of everybody. Like, let's say it's just me and them taking the pictures.
Mm-hmm.
In my head, all I thinking is this man not yell at his wife, them don't have issues,
Yeah.
and them in front of everybody else just smiling, acting like everything normal.
Yeah.
I going home. Sorry, I can't.
Yeah.
I can't do it.
Because then, even when you look back on the pictures now,
I would love to go to a wedding that somebody like stops it though.
Oh.
Is that weird? Like when they
I mean, it would
like,
be a first for
like
a
when
long
they
time.
like when they're like if anybody has anything else to say,
or if anyone objects
speak
to
now or
this.
behold, speak
Speak
now
or
or
forever hold your peace.
yeah.
Yeah.
I know somebody jump up and say, he was so and so last night with so and so. Click, 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 click. This gonna be good.
It'd be like,
You know, you need to leave. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
it. Is it bad? Yes, it's terrible, and I want that, but
content. Just joking.
it's my life's dream.
Yeah.
Hopefully, it's not mine.
Don't
Imagine
put yourself in that
at your own
situation
wedding.
too.
At your own wedding, somebody jump up and say something. Boy,
Wow.
I go cry.
Wow.
Apparently, you're not supposed to carry on with the wedding after that, huh?
Yeah, so I would assume so.
No, because I found out because I was reading through Reddit or something, and the person was like, the husband had set up for his friend to make a joke and be like,
Oh,
Hey.
I object.
I object for whatever stupid reason. And then he did it. And then the priest was like,
All right.
yeah, well, we're done. And he was like, what do you mean we done? He was like, well, they
They
object.
object, yeah.
So that's it. Like, we can't carry on. And I was like, oh, I thought that they went on. Like, especially if it's a joke, you know?
No, but I think.
But yeah, nah, they don't mess with it like that. It's
Yeah.
very serious.
Yeah. Well, I guess that's also why when you win and get married,
I
once
guess when you do object and somebody does say something, it's kind of like, I
Why-
don't think
why
you
do
should
we
get
think-
married right now, you know?
yeah, but
Deal
also
with it first.
that's why this post when you get married in the newspaper also.
What?
Yeah, it's one of those things where remember in our country it's illegal to have more than one spouse.
Oh, I could be in
So-
the newspaper?
Yeah, so when you're
Wait, for free?
when you're being wedded, they would post your thingy in the newspaper.
In all?
Huh?
No?
I don't know. I'm not sure, but mommy was telling me that they post it in the newspaper,
Hmm.
and it has to stay in the newspaper for some time.
The
so
day
that
after?
it would stay in for some time before you even actually have the ceremony. But when you go in Red House to tell them that basically you're going to get married, because you would have to go for your dates, or whenever
Right.
your appointment is, and it would be a particular span of time. Basically,
Also, you have to be in the papers for a certain amount of time.
Yeah. So basically, if the side piece
Yeah, but I mean, the side piece not...
no, but like if you're already married, right?
No, but I'm just saying, the side piece not really in the papers, though.
Yeah, no, but I'm saying if
So
you're
she
already
ain't gonna
married,
see.
if you're already married,
Yeah.
right? You can't just go and marry an next person, because that's why people have to wait until the divorce is like completely over, then to actually remarry. Because yes, you could be going through a divorce,
Right.
but it's not like you're fully
Divorced.
divorced. Yeah. So like it's one of those things where you can't be married to two people at the same time. So it'll be posted in the newspaper. So if you feel like you're in an
So that the government can then verify and be like, hey...
yeah, or
Okay.
anybody can come forward and be like, he not married to. Although
Right.
I feel like the government should just be able to look in the system.
Yeah, that's
But
what
then
I'm also
then
saying.
again,
It's kind of like...
Everything in Trinidad is paper for some reason.
Oh, why does it just be like Jabari Matthew? Oh, married? Okay, cool. Yeah, no, that's not. It can't happen. Sorry.
It's
you know?
like Miss what about Miss X, Y, and Z,
Yeah.
Matthew?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like
Yeah.
it's such a simple process, but
But everything in Trinidad is paper still for some reason. So yeah.
So that was it. Shout out to yourself for the internet. Shout out to yourself for the upload speeds. Shout out Auto Chimp Car Wash.
Mm-hmm.
Go and check them out. Discounts all months. They can't tell you nothing because I part owner and I mean, just saying,
Yeah.
can't compete with the owner. So
Yeah. I feel like people might be saying Jabari was on his phone typing. No, I was just typing the points because after this.
oh, I wasn't typing
no,
anything.
No, I was typing the
Oh.
points. Every time I look down on my phone, I was just typing the points. So that when it's time for upload, it's not like what we talk about again.
Yeah.
'Cause it's
I
been
mean,
a
it's a
struggle.
simple title. It's just husband yelling at bride? Question mark. That's it. That's it. We'll see y'all. Oh, we're recording twice this week.
Yeah. What
Yeah,
day
we'll see
we
y'all
wait,
next
wait.
week. Thank you for watching,
What
listening,
day
and
we re-
subscribing. Please subscribe
Okay.
on YouTube and turn on all notifications so that you don't miss out on an upload.